think, walking into this?
Well, walking into this, they will rather sprinting into this as we see E6 sprinting up to the higher point on Vault 2, looking to contest the Vault 2 as they have to first get things situated as unfortunately they have a little bit of tightness here as Cooney and Fresh Battery already have lost Tiger Senpai on the top. Chicken Soup trying to gain ground here as B is being run already by Vux as it's just Dill and Tubastick on the top. Tubastick getting a kill on Cooney as it's now just Fresh Battery alive and left alone. He's going to come up Invis into 2, looking for a pick, won't be able to get it. So Chicken Soup will be sent back to the spawn room as now A is being run as well as there's a little bit of stagger between these two boxes.
There's a little bit of stagger, and what this will do is a lot of these teams will look at B and make that decision of, do we go and stack up onto B, use that offset, create that third-party position, or do we stay conventional? Where we spawn is where we go, that mentality. There's two ways to look at it. Honestly, if I'm in this position, I know we had Suki before who would probably coach this a lot better than I would probably go towards B. It's more progressed than we've seen before. However, at the same time, A is a very, very close battle, but we stick with B right now, and I tell you what, the little tags that are coming through isn't going to be enough to force anybody off, but we can see a gargoyle of Vux just waiting around for an opportunity for Flimsy to walk into his path. Doesn't matter, because Flimsy spotted him.
Yes, as they're going to try to continue holding on to this 8B site as they tried to get the flip here with one down, but the body from Vox is going to be reset. So both these teams are now fully up as Flimsy chases Tubastick around the map. Unfortunately, they will be collapsing on Vox by proxy as he was trying to help out his teammate. Unfortunately, put himself in a bad position doing so. So Dill will be underneath the point looking for a stall angle, but it won't be enough as they will get the stick. I'm not sure how they got that as the box fell away at the last moment, but Dill's gonna have some time here trying to get the flip back. He will have the entirety of Misclick jump on top of him. And unfortunately for Sparkling Rookies, they will not be able to hold on to that cash box. And on the opposite side of the field, E6 will be holding on to theirs as well. So on to the next set of vaults we will go as 3 now just spawns. Vault 4 not far behind.
Sparkling Rookies, that's the worst time for the winch. You thought it was going down, you thought it was going through, but it just didn't unfold. And I tell you what, Misclick are probably wiping their brows on that steal going, how the hell did we pull that off? Nonetheless, they have the upper hand. They are 2,000 behind what would be Chicken Soup, but that could easily crumble down. All it takes is just one wrong move, and that could be a wipe that brings it back and brings it to a kill race scenario. But that winch, we just saw a brief moment ago, not doing too much of a damage. The other side, though, this is a little too quiet for my taste, don't you think?
Yeah, no, it is definitely a little bit quiet, but what's not quiet is the fact that we have a player down, Fresh Battery, already down and out, but he will get reset on the C site as Chicken Soup looking to re-engage, pushing up the stairs into Misclick as they will slowly shamble their way up onto the high ground. Flimsy has 2 players by him, and I don't think he realizes that he's directly on top of them as they are just waiting for the opportunity to push out. Invis Bomb. Oh, Misclick is right there. That's going to be a bloodbath if they can turn it into their favor, but Misclick will trade 1 for 1 as Tiger is going to drop. As Funk trying to get the body, will be able to do so, but he's going to be trailed by Cooney and Tiger. Fresh Battery getting the pick on the off angle as it's now just Funk. He gets the defib, He might have just farmed his teammate here. As Funk's still alive, this stagger plays out, and they will have plenty of time to flip this C point. But on the opposite side of the field, it's just E6 as Sparkling Rookies have decided to come third party to C point.
Makes sense. You got to take advantage. If you can't get the win on one side, we've still seen this a lot in Season 10. A lot of the European squads are opting to go towards third party, create double jeopardy situations, make sure everybody is all at the same place. That has become almost a tactic, a staple that we're seeing. And yeah, why not Sparkling Rookies right now? They're situated all over the point. Sorry, my mistake. That is Misclick all over the point, and they're going to create their steal opportunity. As E6 are having to back away from all this fight, they get dropped to the floor, and from all that hard work they've done, it almost feels like it's been handed over. But don't worry, Sparkling Rookies are going for a cheeky steal. It's an opportunity to get on their side again for another time. They're going to get robbed at the last second. I almost guarantee feud between Misclick and Sparkling Rookies there.
And an unfortunate turn of events for the side of Chicken Soup. They could not hold on to that box as Sparkling Rookies came in and shook up the dynamic as E6, they're on easy street over here on D. They just are sitting pretty, waiting for this timer to elapse as they are looking to now push into 5 in a very advantageous position. Only a few kills off of that first place against Misclick. On the opposite side of Vault 5, we already have Chicken Soup trying to move this box as they are going to get set up to maybe take this one to Vault 6 and get 2 caps here. However, on the opposite side, E6 is already here, and so are the rest of the teams. The Sparkling Rookies only have 1 player in the near vicinity. Still is looking down the barrel of the entirety of Misclick, so he's going to have to route himself out as E6 are on the backs of Chicken Soup, and the rest of the lobby just have them in the pinch. So just like that, as soon as the plug happens, fortunately for Chicken Soup, they will be dropped out of the fight for the time being.
E6 also is, E6 also dropped out as well. That's not going to help in their favor. Sparkling Rookies, they've been battling tooth and nail to somewhat get something on the board, and every time we almost bring it towards them, it's been a bloodbath under their name. They need a stack, a double jeopardy to jump from 3rd to 3rd. It might be enough to do this without double jeopardy. So the race on the board here is bringing yourself into a kill race. The math is not mathing. Well, when's the common thing to ever do?
Absolutely. Math can be hard sometimes. You know, it's definitely an interesting scenario to try to do this on the fly. As speaking of things happening on the fly, they are going to send this box flying across the map. As E6, all they have to do is make sure this doesn't get doubled, as Sparkling Rookies are going to overturn this point to try to secure a higher seeding spot, as they want to firmly position themselves in 3rd. As now it's going to be all out as they wedge the box away. The double will come through. Sparkling Rookies will elevate themselves into 1st place, as now all they have to do is play the timer. 30 seconds remaining. E6 in good position here, but every team is up and healthy, and it's going to be difficult for any one of these teams to turn this flip on its head.
It's going to be hard, but at the moment you can see the purple coming in, and that could be a steal opportunity. But Sparkling Rookies can quickly jump back onto point to create that denial. 10 seconds, 7 to steal. You have to jump onto point. There is one trying to make that steal come through, but again, being pushed off, and time again, Sparkling Rookies have been at the battle of every cash out, and they finally reap the reward.